Zorhan Mamdani, the New York City mayoral candidate, who is quite the sensation, who has upset all expectations by winning the Democratic primary, has all of the pundits and experts flustered and frustrated. Who could have predicted that this young 33-year-old legislator could go from 1% when he first started out in the primary to winning the primary, beating Governor Andrew Cuomo, who raised $26 million. Well, that's amazing that he lost to Mamdani because Cuomo had the name recognition because he comes from a famous political family. Cuomo, his father was a former governor, and he's a former governor. But he was beat, and the field was beat by Mamdani. So how does this guy do it? You got to understand that Mamdani had, or is carrying, a lot of baggage. He is a Muslim in New York City, and New York City has the highest Jewish population outside of Israel. So he's got to thread the needle on that, being a Muslim. Being a young person at only 33 years but the biggest part of the baggage is being a democratic socialist. Because in the United States, if you're a socialist, then that is always conflated to be a communist. And that is the way which much progressive policy is blocked in the United States, by conflating socialism with communism. But the way I see it is that Mamdani has a great program to sell to the people. One of the things is that he's talking about is rent control. Now, when you say rent control, it's always said that it doesn't work. Well, it does work, and it has worked. Also, he's talking about taxing the rich. Now, the rich are living mighty good in New York City, and the majority of New Yorkers can't afford New York City anymore. So that's a very popular part of his program. He's also talking about free buses and fast buses. Another part of his program is the $30 minimum wage. Now, he's pushing this, may be unrealistic or whatever, but everyone knows that they need more money to be able to live in New York City. Also, he's talking about child care, and that's a very, very big thing. And possibly grocery stores in the 5 boroughs that would be run by the city. It's just a pilot program to see whether or not it might work. What I'm saying is that as a former timeshare closer who was one of the best at the time, what Mamdani has is a winning hand when it comes to the program. The way he sells it is great because he's a very personable person, and he refuses to be intimidated or cowed by the establishment, which only helps him. So Mamdani right now is in a great position. Keep going, young man.